Hi, this is Frank Spillers with Global Horizons, and this is Frankly Speaking. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about culture and how you create your culture. Culture in a community, culture in a business, culture in an organization, it doesn't matter. Your culture in your school. It's all based upon how our experiences relate to what happens within the building, what happens within the organization, what happens within the community. And we're looking at rural America sometimes, and we look at it, and there's two sides of the issue that I see right now. Is one that says rural America is not growing. The other one says rural America is not as bad as people make it sound to be. But let me talk to you a little bit about what rural and what happens in communities and in organizations here that will undermine growth. Undermine growth. When you build your culture, it's based upon your experience. It's based upon the experiences of who's ever participating in your organization. Those experiences then create the belief system of that person, and that belief system then creates those actions, and we all know actions get results. So it's the experiences of people that create the culture. Leadership is all about creating a positive experience to create the positive belief. Let me tell you a story about what happened to me and how I come to view communities a little bit too. I was the executive director of an organization that I was hired and brought in to create the environment to where more people would be engaged in the organization. I did that. We put into place in this organization processes and experiences that led people to engage in what we wanted to do and what they wanted to do. It was their belief then that this organization was turning around, and it wasn't an organization just for a specific purpose or for a specific group of people. We were building, it took us a couple of years, but we were building an organizational base. Then the wheels fell off. The good old boys. Yes, the good old boys, and every community has them, every business has them. It's those group of people that want the power, and if they see that power slipping away from them, they will do everything in their power to get the culture back to that benefits them. And that's exactly what they did. I went into a board meeting one time, just regular board meeting. I had the agenda, and the president approved the agenda, and we got a new president on board, ready for a new board of directors. We doubled the size of the board because of the experiences that we had, and we drew a whole bunch of other people from those experiences to create, and they wanted to be on the board. They wanted to be a part of the process. They wanted to be a part of the leadership. And when we got into that board meeting, and the leaders and the president counted the noses of who was coming in to the door, they saw that they had one more person on their side than the other side. But little did we know that sides were being taken up. And so when the meeting was called to order, a new agenda was submitted, and the only agenda item on there was my employment contract. And the vote was for their side to rescind my contract. So thus I was fired. Not only was I fired, but the people that were involved, the new people that were involved in that board and the new people that were involved in that organization saw the culture shift back to the way it used to be. And they got disheartened. And not only did I get fired, but they walked out on their participation of the board. So the culture of an organization can change if people want it to change, if there is enough there that it can change. So you look at your community, is it growing? If it's not growing, look at the culture, because the culture has created those experiences and it creates those beliefs. Culture is growth, or culture is shrinkage. It's up to you. Do you want a growth culture, or do you want a culture that remains the same just for a few people? I'm Frank Spillers. This is Global Horizons, and this has been Frankly Speaking.